Hello again. Welcome to Thursday's lesson, A Light to the Gentiles. Israel wasn't called to exist in isolation or superiority. The nation's very purpose was mission, to draw other nations to God through their faith, obedience, and witness. They were meant to be a light to the Gentiles, a living example of what it means to walk with the Creator. Tragically, they often failed. Instead of attracting nations, they repelled them, usually because they lived no differently than the surrounding world. And when the nations came knocking, it wasn't for peace. It was to wage war, as during the Babylonian invasion. But the call never changed. Even when Israel stumbled, God's purpose remained. His people were to reflect his character. Jesus would later fulfill that role perfectly. He didn't come to condemn, but to invite, offering a full revelation of God's love and a path to salvation. See that in John 3:16-21. And now, that same mission rests with the church. We are spiritual Israel, called to share the everlasting gospel to every nation, tribe, tongue, and people. Revelation 14, verse 6. In fact, Revelation 18 paints a breathtaking picture, the whole earth lit up with God's glory before Jesus returns. That's the church's job. That's our job. Today's lesson points us to key texts. Numbers 14:17-21 reminds us that God's name and power are to be declared throughout the world. Isaiah 42, 49, and 60 speak of God's servant, a light to the nations, drawing kings and peoples to the brightness of his glory. And Revelation 18, 1-4 makes a final plea, "Come out of Babylon, my people." But how can God's people come out of Babylon if they don't know where the light is? That's where we come in. As a church that understands prophecy and lives by the word, we are uniquely positioned to shine the light in dark places. But it's not enough to understand doctrine. We must embody the gospel. Our lives should reflect God's grace, his truth, and his compassion. This week's challenge is simple but urgent. Are we being that light? Are we living in a way that draws people to Christ or distracts them from him? We may not all be preachers, but we are witnesses. Whether through our kindness, integrity, or unwavering faith, we carry a message. Maybe that's the message that should be loud and clear. God is love, and he is calling his children home. Well, that's our nugget for today. God bless you, and I'll see you again tomorrow.